Okay, we live for sure. Okay, I put the link in the chat. Anybody that wants to hop on, please hop on. I'm gonna let this thing marinate. See who comes up. See who comes up, who wants to check in. See who wants to be able to talk about some business. Oh man, shout out to the people that took the consultations. Definitely thank you for actually choosing to be able to benefit your own life, be able to figure out your suppliers, because I'm gonna have to disagree when it came to Apple being reached its cap. Apple hasn't reached its cap. iPhone 12s will still be selling, even with the current condition that's happening now. It'll still be selling. People will still go for it and keep on buying. People always gonna keep on buying iPhones. It's too much of a status symbol to be able to go away. And really, when it comes to be able to figuring out your suppliers, it always has to be of a market research and pricing analysis from your competitors. You got to figure out what your competitors are selling it for, and also got to figure out can you be able to get it at the lowest quantity with your supplier. Because I'm just helping more people getting access to suppliers, figuring out the traffic, and also putting the pieces to the puzzle when it comes to a sales funnel and actually getting proper teams around you to be able to sign around you to be able to make the core more stronger, and also make sure you're properly well adjusted. Salute to you, Sal. Salute to you. Sal, definitely hit me up, man. Definitely keep hitting me up, man. I want to know your progress as well. Definitely want to follow up. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all be able to hear me? I don't want to just keep on talking and nobody can't be able to hear me clearly. But you got Prime Day, you got Cyber Monday, you got Christmas sales. There's still people going to be selling, but still people going to be buying. It's just that people got to be able to make sure that they're in position. Okay, so you can hear me. Keep on putting yourself in position, and always make sure you have a strong SWOT analysis. That's why I always make sure people know their strengths, weakness, opportunities, and threats. That's always going to be needed as a good ruling metric, something to be able to properly give you a benchmark to look forward to. Like, everything is definitely needed to be more of a strategic way. Implementing teams and checking up on your teams and tracking their progress is always going to be a priority. When it comes to a day-to-day operations type setup, always having good reports being filed, and also having your KPIs correctly implemented. You always got to make sure that your marketing KPIs on point, your delivery and shipping, or when it comes to any type of fulfillment or logistics, tracking numbers, implementing more suitable plans in order to be able to make sure everything runs fluid and have better consistency. Because with me, the thing that kills me with a lot of people that talks bad about drop shipping, man. Walmart drop ships, Amazon, that's definitely a drop shipping model. It's pretty much a forwarding model. Like, I get it, all the you got all the YouTube guru scammers that's pretty much giving a flossy glossy lifestyle. Nah, it's about understanding the concepts of general business. That's why when people that are older than me or my seniors or mentors in general, when they talk general business constructs, I listen, because that's really what's it's all about, man. It's bigger than just creating a website and trying to send traffic to it. It's about implementing a very forward thinking strategy and keep everything going in motion. But the iPhones that I pretty much was telling people to get and be able to resell, be able to get it 30-40% off, and be able to roll out a great plan on OfferUp and Mercari, eBay as well, because there's a lot of people that's comfortable with eBay. Okay, cool. This will actually boost your eBay account due to the fact that it's a high ticket product, name brand. Only thing you have to make sure everything is clean, clean network, no strong defects. Everything has to be on point. But this is an open panel. Anybody that wants to come on, please hop on. Anybody that wants to donate, you can cash at me at $ Mr. Perfect 23G for donations. For anybody that just wanted to be able to donate, that's where you can donate at. This is an open business panel. This is an open chop up. Just figuring out who's coming up, who's clicking in with me. Because, man, I'm not going to go against general business concepts that people give to me, figuring out of how to negotiate properly, understanding how to be able to network and scout people, prospecting and scouting, then implementing a quality strategy when it comes to getting stuff done, a rollout plan, and making certain adjustables while they're going away. Because your business plan is in a way it is your commandments. It is like your version of the 10 commandments. It is your operating agreement. It is pretty much your mission statement. But things do change up, but still having the main premise of your business, of having the price down, the product down, the promotion down, and your placement, your distribution line down, and everything that does come in and out, that is a very flexible variants or variations that do happen and come up. It has to be of somebody actually seeking out information, to figuring out what's the holes is missing. What am I missing? What am I missing? How can I be able to figure it out? How can I be able to figure it out? How can I be able to strategize? How can I be able to navigate? Mr. McFarland, that's funny. That is funny. But when it comes to constructing an actual plan, everything is definitely has to be understanding of what's your strengths, what's your weaknesses, and figuring out, okay, this is my opportunity. These are my threats. How do I overcome the threats? How can I be able to get teams that can be able to help overcome the threats and actually implement a lot of the how can I put it? Put in a lot of the internal details and mechanisms that's needed to be able to run fluidly. Because, more business is definitely needed. More people need to get involved when it comes to the reselling business, starting LLCs, getting involved in networking with people that do have understanding of business, and just formulating all together. Because putting the pieces all together is going to be definitely required. So this is definitely a chess being played, the art of war, and Japanese and Chinese Go. And Go is pretty much a strategic game that people need to utilize with chess, because people are making moves around you, and people are actually making 20 steps ahead of a lot of people, especially people that's just focused on the okie doke. But anybody that wants to come on, they are free and open to come on. The link in the chat. Salute to you, Dante. Salute to you, Dante. Much respect indeed. Because I just want more people just to be focused when it comes to progressing, man. There's a lot of people that just want to be able to complain, argue. Like we see the problem. We see the problem. We observe the problem. We analyze. We pretty much we see, analyze, and we done dissected 30, 50 million times. Okay, now what's the solutions? What's the 30, 50 million solutions? And where's the action plan with the solutions to be able to roll out when it comes to at least figuring out how can I be a merchant, or how can I be able to get in a level up in better, higher positions as well? Because management is definitely needed. I study management books to be able to just keep on par on what's going on when it comes to actually developing a team, or just have, it don't really have to be a manager boss type thing. It can just be cultivating a team, cultivating an audience, helping more people to progress and level up, because leveling up is needed, because chess moves is being implemented. People are taking over assets. People are accumulating assets. People are establishing credit, business credit, all type of mechanisms and how can I put it? Mechanisms, action plans, and actually goals to being set out forward, being placed forward. But to all the people that's coming in, I'd like to salute to y'all, people that's coming in. This is an open panel. Link is in the chat. Anybody that wants to come on. And also anybody that wants to be able to send donations, that is my Cash App right there. And anybody that wants to hop on and talk about any forms of business, there's the link. This is an open panel. But yeah, man, there's people networking, and they don't care what's the weather conditions. They're just making sure that they found out new people, provide value, making sure that they can build themselves up as an individual is first. Because I'm not necessarily gonna say people need to be just some crazy hyper individualist people, but I do believe in building the player up, then adding them on the team of the roster, or adding to a franchise of a roster of some sorts, or a coalition of men and women in business and people in just in general. Wes, salute to you. Wes, I just want to say, when it comes to your business, I think getting a delivery, some form of delivery, dispatch would help you as well, because you have your online store of cars. Pretty much you just forwarding it to people's addresses, or them paying for the shipping, or some type of ability where they can be able to access your cars, and you can be able to capture the payment and be able to do what you do as well when it comes to selling. But salute to you, Wes. Much appreciated. But when it comes to just formulating a plan, understanding that, okay, because a lot of the stuff does revolve around distribution, placement, your supplier. Like, I wish a lot of dudes that were focused, that focus on a lot of street stuff, would just be more involved and in tune with business, or just finding some type of legitimate type of hustle, man. Because not everything has to be the illegal route. Not everything that's the illegal route is actually even the fast fix. Because a lot of them saying a fast fix, I don't even see fast fix for that, man. I don't see necessarily a fast fix. I just see a lot of people just out here bullshitting when it comes to that, man. Like, knowing your supplier, okay, cool. We all hear the rap lyrics. We all know the rap lyrics are the back of our heads. But when it comes to actually formulating a plan, how can we be able to formulate the plan? How can you be able to get the marketing? Who's going to be your team for your marketing? And are you going to be able to have the discipline to be able to research on how to be able to do a lot of the technical stuff, so you can at least learn the surface level Then take the surface level, create the checklist of, okay, this is what I understand, this is what I don't understand. Who understands what I don't understand? Who can be my eyes and ears? And who can be able to help roll out the plan in a very well detailed, coordinated manner? Because everything is definitely about coordination. Everything's definitely about coordination. Salute to you, Wes. Thank you on that, man. Thank you on that, man. I definitely appreciate all the donations that you have presented, Wes. I definitely appreciate everything that you do. Your business model, your car dealership. I just hope that it just blows up even more, man. You have already the customers and clients, man. Getting the cars, you got that down. Just making sure you can do nationwide shipments is pretty much something that always need to focus on. Scouting on a lot of companies that do the services for dealerships when it comes to having sales online and people buying and transactions being made, and you capturing transactions as well. But when it comes to having the plan being implemented, it's pretty much just gathering teams, companies, and having a strong, consistent rapport where things is running fluid, everything's moving, popping, and shaking, transactions being made, you capturing money, you figuring out who's going to be my next connection, going to gathering and events, or being a donor class. Because a lot of people, that's another thing that they don't tell you about, being donor class and navigating on tech. Books, I would say Strategic Planning for Dummies. What book do I recommend for system and processes? Strategic Planning for Dummies. Strategic Planning for Dummies, Strategic Management, and also Risk Management. Those three as well. Definitely 3 books that I read when it comes to figuring out a system. Because when it comes to strategic planning, it's pretty much something that can revolves around stuff that's already in your industry. There's not the one shoe fits all type method when it comes to a lot of stuff, but there are stuff involving being more strategic in a level where you can be able to understand where you are standing, where you at, and you understand that, okay, Strategic Planning for Dummies book, Strategic Management, and also Risk Management as well, helps be able to figure out what's the issues, how can we dissect that, how can we take something out and plug something in that's not a quick fix, but actually a good component to be able to generate the type of revenues and also efficiency as well. So yeah, man, I'm surprised nobody didn't want to hop on the panel, man. I'm telling you, man, if it was a different topic, man, more people would be hopping on, man. But anybody that wants to come on, please, feel free. Feel free. Because there's people making lots of good money when it comes to being shoe bots. The shoe having either it's a connection with a company that has the shoe bots where they have exclusive stuff ready to go. But a lot of that stuff is pretty much built in and grandfathered in. A lot of the shoe bots that are getting money consistently, these are the dudes that's been in the market since 2012, 2011, no later than 2015. Because I notice a lot of people that's in the shoe market, they pretty much figure out their plugs and keep everything close-ended. They pretty much have it as a secret. They keep it as a secret. It's a secret society, to be honest, when it comes to shoe bots. But when it comes to iPhone wholesalers, everything is pretty much open. Having your LLC ready, your seller's permit, bank statement, your ID ready. A lot of suppliers will be ready to be able to link. Be ready to link. The more financial more financial terms that people catch up on, a lot of the stuff will be very easy to be able to follow through, be able to run through fluidly. Because I already told y'all pretty much the 4 P's in business, something where you can always keep to yourself no matter which industry you're in. No matter which industry you're in, as long as you know your product, your price, your promotion, and your placement, that's pretty much it when it comes to constructive business. Now, when it comes to brand, I think it's identity, influence, and image. That's literally the 3 I's when it comes to marketing, branding. And that's the 4 P's, the 3 I's. What comes first? LLC? Yes. Yes, that means a lot because you're getting registered on file. Everything is pretty much registered and processed. Then you can be able to get contact with your suppliers, and you can be able to negotiate, and you can be able to do your brokering your deals as well. So yes, the LLC would definitely come first. When it comes to Amazon and drop shipping or any type of forwarding e-commerce business, that's not necessarily priority. But when it comes to these suppliers and how exclusive these companies run, yes, LLC is definitely needed. Help structure you as well, and plus you grandfather yourself in. So when it comes to your LLC, everything's grandfathered in. Everything's pretty much locked in until the effective date. The end effective date when it comes to the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act of 2017. So pretty much you take advantage of that 21%, and plus you move into Texas, so you're already in a state that's pretty much no state tax as well. So that's a tax advantage to you as well. Just keep on making sure you hit the cylinders on all fours. So yes, I hope that answered your question specifically. They would say for operating companies, an LLC. For operating companies, now say if you're trying to be able to get everything structured, private holding company is definitely needed. And private holding company is pretty much your tax strategy method. That's going to be that's going to be something that's going to be really needed. So, which entity provides S corporation is very good. Having a self-employed pension as well, like I have, that's a good method as well. So, which entity does? C corporations, I think they have the double taxation thing factored, but the S corporation is pretty much a simple method. Having everything structured, and definitely go to a tax strategist. Definitely go to consultants as well. Any type of people, because this is definitely not financial advice, but this is something that I use. I use an S corporation. Make sure my tax designation of the business is at an S corporation, due to the fact that this will be the IRS recognize you as. But man, this is an open panel for all the people that's listening, and salute to y'all. But man, this is an open panel, man. The link is in the chat. But yeah, man, when it comes to which good for operating companies, have your LLC as operating as a S corporation. Say if you're a single entity or single person LLC, S corporation. But a lot of people use C corporations to be able to have as a private holding company, and your operating companies as little LLCs, and pretty much have everything living in your LLC. Because a lot of people buy a lot of their stuff inside their LLC and write everything off, but you got to make sure everything is documented on your operating agreement, that the activities that you are going to do with your LLC, like buying assets, buying any type of making any type of purchases, is documented in that operating agreement. I've seen a lot of people put a prenuptial agreement and having the 4 Ds involved. I think it's death, divorce, disagreement, and departure. Those are the 4 Ds when it comes to having an ironclad agreement, some form of ironclad agreements ready and involved. That helps you just in case. Because a lot of people do that just in case, because, people are going to put other people, a lot of times, people want to sell their stocks in their company stocks to people to raise money. And, you got a lot of people coming in. You just need to make sure everybody's covering their ass. You just got to make sure that when people that's trying to cover their ass, everything's tax structured. Any advice? Well, I would have to say that I do consultations, but for any free advice, I would say definitely set aside money, keep working your job. I'm not Boyce Watkins. I don't tell people they quit their jobs in a drop of a dime. I try to have people either figure out, okay, what can I sell that like with my consultations, I'm trying to help transition people. If they're not comfortable with e-commerce and selling with Amazon, cool. Sell iPhones and electronics and suppliers that I have contacts with. I pretty much send them to my consultants as well. But I would definitely say, man, keep your job. Don't make any drastic decisions. I don't know if you have any family or kids, but definitely don't quit that job. Boyce Watkins will tell you some bullshit about just leaving your job. But when it comes to getting out of the workforce, I would say, is there any room for growth when it comes to that? Any ability for you to become a manager or a supervisor or some type of leveling up? If not, I would definitely say, man, set aside some money, have some type of account. This is not financial advice by at all. And that's pretty much a disclaimer. Oh, you're a single dad? Okay. I would definitely say, man, focus on making sure you have enough money set aside. I don't know how strong your credit standing is. Definitely try to figure out if anybody you know personally that involving credit that could be able to either boost so you can be able to have access to stuff to be able to leverage in order to create your own business. Because really, man, out of the workforce to me is creating your own business or having a side business or having an additional stream of income outside of your business. Okay, salute. Yeah, man, my email, I'm gonna put my email in the chat, but I would definitely say have some set asides, expand your information. Are you even willing to be able to expand your horizons when it comes to, say, of internet business or open market business of you either selling iPhones, selling hair? I also did that as well. Drones, I sell that as well. 3D printers, pool tables. Are you even willing to be able to like establish some sort of business when it comes to it? Because I would say to a lot of people, like I've had people that's selling on Amazon, getting a couple cheap items, cheap entry items like drawstring bras. That's literally 76 cents that can be sold for $29. That's literally low entry with a higher ROA. It's a low ticket product. But if you're trying to even figure out some type of way, I would definitely say expand your horizon, focus on some management books, set aside some money for a couple of months, keep your job. Because Boyce Watkins told somebody to quit their job abruptly, and I thought that was insane. I said, man, this person needs to be setting some money aside. That is insane. That is insane. And with my consultations, man, I work with people's price, man. I don't tax and gouge. Everything's negotiable. Everything's negotiable. I always make sure that I reach where they're at and not at some lopsided course, but definitely there's my email. There's my email in the chat for any consultations, booking consultations. But yeah, man, definitely set aside some money when it comes to that. I don't know. Sam, I am. Salute. Sam, salute. But yeah, man, it's definitely set aside set aside some forms of money, man. Like I've heard, I'm gonna keep bringing up that Boyce Watkins shit because that disturbed me. I don't know if people can still listen in, and all the new people that's listening in to me, salute to y'all. But I find that to be crazy, man. Quit your job. No, no. I would definitely recommend somebody keeping a job, setting aside some money, figuring out some legitimate credit repairs, figuring out how to be able to get something fixed up, cleaned up, add some trade lines, something of a more reachable task. Okay, Brooke Genius, he was able to run Facebook ads again. Okay, the Yelp ads. I hope the Yelp ads is doing spectacular, man. I hope you scaled on them, like I mentioned to you, man. But but yeah, man. There's my email, man. I'm willing to work with people. I don't over text people. I try to reach where they at. Yori, salute to you. Oh, now people start want to come in. I must be shadow banned. Oh, you're a union electrician. Matter of fact, salute to you, brother. Salute to you. Okay, you actually got a great career. I'm actually done with working that shit. I'm a union electrician. Okay. So you do electrician work. Well, salute to you, man. Like the transition, I would definitely say a safe transition is keep cash flowing. Well, keep them checks coming in as being an electrician. Set aside some money. Focus on expanding your research when it comes to forms of internet online marketing. I got people that does SEO as well. Say if you want to branch out to your own electrician business, I don't know if that be some type of field or realm that you would like to expand on. But yeah, man. Yeah, bro, genius. Keep on scaling on Yelp. That's free advice that you got, man. That's free advice that you got from me, man. You lucky. But yes, keep the progress going. Keep everything running. Keep everything running forward. Okay, so you're not at all involved in branching out to your own electrician business. Well, I get it. But yeah, man, my email is there. We can definitely chop it up on a 1-to-1 level. I respect people's time. They get 24/7 access to me, man. People can contact me at 2 o'clock in the morning. I'll wake my black ass up to figure out what's their issue, what's their need, what's the next move that they need to be able to roll out, or what's their progress when it comes to starting something up. But yeah, man, I just want to salute to you, man. Like dudes that's getting electrician business, or dudes that's in the electrician industry, I salute due to the fact that uh, we need more people from 18 to 25 pretty much taking the baton from you where you left off. So salute to your career, man, and salute to you, bro, genius, man. Getting them Yelp, getting some progress. The phones is ringing. Salute to you, man. Always scale up on what's going right. Because I don't try to make anything type of anything that's not in your comfort zone, but still, man, keep scaling on them Yelp reviews. Also, try to incentivize some Yelp reviews because that also help you as well. Social proof always helps, no matter which industry and which business that you're in. But yeah, when it comes to making the transition, man, I do not recommend people to just abruptly quit their job. That's doing a disservice. That is doing a disservice, especially when people got they got a family. These are people that got family. These are literally little ones looking up at you. And the thing that I also would say that no man wants to have a situation where their kids pretty much say, "Daddy, I'm hungry. There's nothing in the pantry." No, no, no. That's definitely something that's very disheartening, man. We gotta we just got to do better as in general. But telling people to abruptly quit their jobs, no, I'm not anti-job, not anti-career. I just want people to focus on transitioning, making a smooth transition where they can be able to go, make their moves, keep on having a consistent rapport, and build. Yeah, man. Cause Sal, yeah, see, that would be terrible, man. Cause there's people that would tell you some wild cockamamie shit that they wouldn't even follow up and do, shit that they won't even implement on. So yeah, man, a lot of the stuff that people be talking about is some crazy wild shit, and it's definitely not even necessary to be able to just quit. Just make some set asides as best as you can, you know, and always focus on your research when it comes to like form of marketing, understanding suppliers, brand concepts, and also brand identity. Because really, outside of Amazon, I tell people to do both. Utilize the Amazon's free traffic and also create your own brand and be able to develop a store so you can sell at a multiple. That's pretty much my goals with my stores that's actively running. And I'm going to keep on following through and focus to it. But utilize both to be able to get some sales and cash flow. Cash flow is the best as you can, figuring out what's pretty much your end goal when it comes to developing, and also how far do you want to take it as well. Because really, it's about how far do you want to take it. Do you want to be able to exponentially expand out, or you're just trying to be able to get some consistent cash flows? Yeah, man. Yeah, bro, Genius, you don't do that. I agree with your statement, man. You don't do that. I'd be irresponsible as a man telling another man to do that. That'd be irresponsible of me to say that to another man when it comes to that. So yeah, man, it's always about progressing, man. Always have your head up high. Always have a good outlook of yourself, man. Always invest in yourself. Always invest in other people that can be able to help you as well. But more than definitely, focus on investing in your intellect, man. Your consistency when it comes to your routine, man. I think it's 30 days, 35 days it takes to be able to get into a good rapport. But let me figure out Real Deal Financial. Is it possible to get an LLC in Texas in the meantime still reside in New York City? Yes, you can. But the problem is getting that business bank account, because when it's a business bank account involved, you have to make sure that you're in that state or you actually have some form of residency in that area. But yes, you can. But it's going to be kind of difficult to get that business bank account running and you can be able to move forward unless you have at least 6 to 12 months of living expenses saved and your business is making more than your current job as well. Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree, man. Because I don't tell people to abruptly quit. You're not going to hear that from me. I hope people can hear me clear. You're not going to hear that from me telling somebody to quit their career that they've been building up on just to be able to do that. No, it's a smooth transition. It's you having the motorcycle bike and having the sidecar. The main bike is your day job. The sidecar is your side business. I hope that analogy gave people a good visual. But yeah, man, that's what you do. You ride on, you keep on riding on with your main job and have your sidecar business or any type of entity that you create ready. Because not, man, that irresponsible. Irresponsible. That shit's illogical. That shit is illogical as fucking hell. I don't get that. I don't fucking get it when people that, especially because my bone is with Boyce Watkins, to be honest. Really, this is an open panel for anybody that's tuning in. Salute to y'all. But Boyce Watkins be telling people some shit advice, and this is a dude that can't even get a car loan. Most of y'all that's listening in and tuning in got a better credit score than this fat bald-headed nigga. But nonetheless, when it comes to that advice, man, that's just no. And for one thing, quitting just abruptly and no type of exit plan or anything the monkey branch, that's not even a smart chess play. That's not, you're not even playing chess correctly. But anybody that wants to hop on, you can please hop on. This is definitely an open discussion and just a simple business chop up, business talk, some form of just something that's a neutral business talk, man. This is pretty much to get people's mind right and actively think about business, actively think about their transition and properly networking. But when it comes to people that wants to be able to make a transition, it's always about figuring out what are your levers, what can you be able to use as a tool to be able to leverage in order to expand any type of avenues that you can be able to just enter in, and also the information and the terminology and all the codes that's happening in, and also the silent rules as well, involving you entering in a new transitional period of employee or career man or one career woman into businessman, businesswoman, without having the issues of you leaving your job and the business is not sufficient enough to be able to live off of. No, this is supposed to add on to your actual salary. And people can be able to do this with having a self-employed pension plan. And self-employed pension plan, you can stash up to $50,000 tax-free with your LLC that's created. But Yorick just came in. Iori, can you hear me? Iori, can you hear me? Iori, can you hear me? Iori, can you hear me?
Hold on, bro. Can you hear me?
Iori.
Yeah.
While Iori gets everything situated, man, I would definitely say to all the new people that's coming in, salute to y'all. This is an open business panel. The link is in the chat for anybody that wants to hop on.
Yeah, bro. I'm here.
Ruff.
I'm here.
What up?
Ruff, salute.
What's going on, dog?
Hey, can you guys hear me?
My man got that head on. I think I need to rock mine as well. But salute to Ruffy as well. My man working in his dealership, making them ends, putting in that work like men do.
Yeah, man, I'm always putting in work,
But
man.
anybody that wants to hop on, this is the open panel. The link is in the chat.
So I haven't been on any panels. I've been so busy.
Still got some ways, so I can still blow up as well. While
can you guys hear me or no?
But
we good?
Yeah, man. Yeah. When it comes to dudes figuring out their priorities, man, it has to be more. It has to be more, man. Aaron B, salute. Aaron B, that's my guy right there. But when it comes to dudes being more disciplined, man, a lot of dudes ain't even disciplined to be able to make some set asides ready for their transition. A lot of dudes will take the set asides in order to have extended play. So
what
to anybody that just tuned in
about somebody quitting
this panel, my man Ruffy, can I?
Is that what the you was talking about earlier?
Yes.
Talking about like people quitting their job.
Yeah, man. Like I've heard people like get on, actually tell Boyce Watkins that, yo, I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. They calling the corporate plantation. They saying I'm sick of it. I don't want to be a slave. And they just filed and said, "Oh, all right, I quit." I said, "Dude," and these are dudes that have $100,000 jobs.
Oh man,
$100K jobs.
You ain't supposed to do it like that. Holy shit!
Like these are $100K jobs, man. These dudes are saying, "I quit. I'm tired." It's like, okay, you can be quit and tired, but at least have some set asides, at least two. If like Broke Genius said, 6 to 12 months. If they can be able to have 6 to 12 months,
you gotta have your cash flow together before you even think about quitting your job.
yeah,
You have to. You have to.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's.
Well, you know what I mean? It's okay to quit your job as long as you got a plan. You know what I mean? And as long, especially if you got some money aside, because you can always quit your job and open your own business. Whether that shit works or not, you can always take your ass back and go back to work. But at least you gotta have funds available. You know what I mean, to do certain things. You know what I'm saying? You can't just quit your job just to quit your job and then don't know what the fuck you gonna eat just because you're bad or whatever the case might be.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy, man. Shout out to you for actually telling the truth about Boyce Watkins, because I've been looking at this dude's videos forever, and he gives the most generic advice, but gets everybody running at him. It's like, oh well, you know, if you would have invested in Netflix in 2002, you would have made like, you know, a $500 whatever. I'm like, yeah, bro, like everybody can see that. All you got to do is look at the chart.
I swear he plays Monday quarterback with that. That's
like you know, go on Yahoo Finance and you got like articles like that all over the place. You know, this is the next Amazon. Like this $2 stock is the next Amazon. You know, what we call that shit is penny stock promotions in our deal.
The way I kind of look at it is, you know what I mean, you shouldn't really take advice from people when it comes to a lot of things, because nobody know what you're going to do with your life besides you. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm.
So therefore, somebody can give you an idea or whatever the case is, and then you can implement that idea based on whatever you got going on. But you shouldn't just take somebody's advice, because at the end of the day, when shit goes wrong, you know what I mean, you're the one that's got to face the music. So you got to move according to how you're trying to live your life.
Yeah, man, because everything's all on you at the end of the day. Everything falls all on you. The bills is in your name. The credit cards, they all in your name. That note in your car, in your name. So yes, you gotta always go on your own intuition, man. Your own personal intuition will carry you further than somebody that's giving you generic shit. Because I've been on the course, man. I've actually paid for this man course, and I realized that this is a lot of copy and paste shit, generic shit, and just you can't even get in contact with him. Yeah, you can't even get in contact with the motherfucker. I said, see,
yeah.
But you see, I did that just to be able to get a taste.
I don't really listen to Boy Watkins, but you know what I mean. To me, Boy Watkins is like another version of Dr. Umar. He's just a bunch of slick talking motherfuckers, man. You know what I mean?
Damn.
That's just me. I might be wrong. That's all I see, though. It's just hustler.
Yeah, man. Cause I don't try to hit people upside the head when it comes to trauma. Cause a lot of people try to hit you upside the head with trauma, man.
I got you, bro. I got you. Yeah, man. It's by the way, bro, I sent something in the private chat for you.
Oh, okay. That's funny. You take that's when you take credit cards. That's funny.
Yeah.
I thought I emailed you. I thought I mailed you my information, man.
Yeah.
I don't have a credit card processor, dog. If I did,
got you. No worries. I'll just cash app it to you. I wasn't sure.
But yeah, man. When it comes to at least having some type of structure, man, I like people when they have the urge of I need to go entrepreneur. Cool.
For sure.
I'm willing to be able to figure out what I can be able to do to be able to give you the proper affirmations, the confidence. A lot of people gonna look at you crazy. I know my family, they was not to support it. They looked at me motherfucking crazy, like, huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I got that when I first started my eBay business. Like, you know, every time I would try to tell somebody in my family, they'd be like, what?
Yeah, they think you a failure or something.
You making $2 on an item and doing all this work, like $4 on an item doing all this work, like
So yeah, man, because a lot of stuff you just gonna have to power it through. Like I agree with
You know,
Ruffy 100% when it comes to just figuring out what you comfortable at and be able to make sure that okay, this is what I'm comfortable at. This is my plan. This is where I'm gonna pull the trigger at.
Yeah, bro. Like I've dealt with people when I was talking to them about eBay strategy is they took a loss or broke even on some sales just to get their metrics up. On the eBay side, like for example, like if they took like $1 loss on an item when they had like one feedback, they just took the sale and hustled through it because they're like, look, when I got 100 feedback as a seller, I ain't gonna have to do this again. This is just for me to get through PayPal, the PayPal hold, you know.
Yeah, because PayPal doing some
and I think they took like 5 sales where they broke even or lost $1 out of the 25, but the other 20 they were making $20-$30 per item. But at the time it was like, hey bro, I just had to do what I had to do with what I had. You know, I knew that I didn't have like $20 profit items, but I just didn't want to think about it. I just listed everything, and whatever sold, I would basically put through.
Yeah, man, because you know that's why having a mindset of your own helps you push through a lot of shit. Because pushing through a lot of shit, man, it's really gonna help you just to face the point of it's always gonna be feedback. It's always gonna be some criticism, boy. It's always going to be criticism out there lurking. So you're just going to have to power through and just take it in the chin and be like, okay, they obviously don't know my plan. They don't know my plan. They don't know my strategy. They're just making assumptions. Okay, cool. That's why, you know, you stack your money up and you buy a block.
Pretty much.
You know,
pretty much.
As revenge.
Well, yeah.
As revenge.
Hey, bro,
if you got something to say, man,
we don't call it revenge. We just say we're doing something good, because here's the thing, right? Like, if you weren't going to buy it, somebody else was. That's how we play that shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Somebody gonna figure it out. Somebody gonna figure it out, because with a lot of dudes, I'm just trying to get dudes in the slow transition of getting their LLCs together. Getting their LLCs together and getting things registered and actually trying to make the crossway, how can I put this together? The sidewalk street of transition and into becoming an entity. Sure. Everything is corporate. Hell, this country is a corporation, to be honest. So, sure. You know, this country is a corporation. Everything is running off of transactions being processed, fees, management and services being rendered, products being sold. It's all transactional, 100% strictly financial. So, I don't know if Ruffy had something to say, or he just working on his shit. I don't know if Ruff want to chime in.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
No, I was saying, you know what I mean, when it comes to the LLC, you know what I mean, a lot of guys, you don't necessarily need to be in business right away, but as long as you have it, you can always, because me, like, for example, like, I recommend a lot of people to actually get their LLC, and then they're, like, from their paycheck, they can take $50 to $100 and start putting that in a business account, just to make it seem like, you know what I mean, like business is kind of flowing until you're able to do big moves. You know what I'm saying? So at least like that, you have an LLC incorporated, and plus, you know what I mean, it benefits you anyway. Especially when it comes to
sparks the creativity. That's what you're talking about. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, bro.
Everybody, hey, if you're 21 years old, you don't have an LLC, man. You tripping.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You tripping. You ain't on your P's and
Because
Q's.
a lot of people don't understand that having an LLC don't necessarily mean anything, but sometimes it's all about the how long the LLC's been open. Because that gives you a lot of leverage, especially when it comes to getting some money from the bank to do whatever it is that you need to do. They look at how long your LLC's been open. You know what I'm saying? So like that, they'll be able to fund you based on your establishment. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
Yeah, man, because the age of the LLC as well, because there's people selling age corporations, selling shelf corporations and business trade lines. So yeah, there is advantages, man. People are figuring out quick. People are
And those
figuring
are
out.
the things I had to learn, like, you know what I mean, being in business myself. And even though, you know what I mean, like some of my boys that's not in business, those are things that I teach them, even though they have 9 to 5, you know what I mean, they still have no LLC. Because shit, some of my boys, man, their business was not even open and it was still approved for PPE package, bro, because they had an LLC.
Yep.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, man, the system is not in your favor. You gotta look out for you. That's the way I look at it.
Hell yeah, man. Because a lot of people is too reliant, way too reliant. It's scary how people are relying and shit. I'm like, okay, people are not even trying to figure it out. There's people trying to get it off the mercy of people, and you ain't gonna get that stuff off of just sheer mercy, man.
Yeah, man.
Like what he said, people still got they joints, and one thing they had was they LLC registered. See, they still got their monies, and they just had their LLC. So
see, like there's it's weird, man, because like I'm talking to a couple people, kind of working on some stuff, and I realized something yesterday. Because you know, I've got stuff I'm doing, the trading, the e-commerce thing, and kind of learning how to code on the side too. And there are a lot of guys that want to go, I guess, from $25 to $50 an hour, like jump in an industry and stuff. Like, you know, if you're gonna go and be a coder or a programmer or something like that. But a lot of guys sleep on the e-commerce thing. You know, they want to make that extra $25 an hour by shifting industries. But to be honest, if you put the time in and you put the right systems in place, you could do that on your own. It's just you gotta work it the right way. You know. Now I'm not going to tell anybody to quit their job and stuff like that. That's up to them. But what I can tell most people is, you know, you can start a side hustle and come up with a decent amount of productive, consistent money probably within 3 to 6 months.
yeah, man, it's supposed to supplement the income, not be necessarily be the income. Just have some supplement money coming in, then you can be able to figure out how to scale big.
Sure.
Scale, at least bigger
for sure.
Because man, it be paining me when I be trying to have dudes that be having hair businesses, selling money. Well, not selling money, but selling hair, getting to the money, but not trying to register nothing. They just trying to keep everything under the table. They said, nah, man. But nah, man, they gonna tax me an X amount. I said, dude, if you can get the LLC, you're gonna get taxed at 21%. Right. And if you live inside your LLC, because there's a lot of people that pretty much buy any and everything, have everything all in their LLC, man. I don't understand what's being dudes' priorities. Oh, I got a phone call. This is a business call.
No worries. I'm gonna be here for the next 10 minutes, and then I gotta bounce too.
Yeah, me too, man. I ain't gonna be here long, dog. Like I was just
I just saw you on here and wanted to say what up. So
Yeah, I just came in here, man, to see what's up, man. I've been so busy, bro, for this whole week because I'm starting a new business, so I've been kind of preoccupied with that. And so I'm over here trying to get some of these cars ready, things that I can do, you know what I mean, shit like that. Uh, but I was just passing by, man, saying what's up to y'all fellas real quick.
no worries, bro. No worries. Good luck with that new business, bro.
Appreciate that. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You already know. But with that
Yeah.
said, man, John Johnson, man, I'm out, brother.
All right, brother.
All right, man, be safe.
Take care. Yeah, I'm gonna be here for like 10 more minutes and I'm out too.
Yeah, my bad. Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, man. I'm gonna be here for like 5 more minutes. I gotta bounce afterwards.
Yeah, man. Anybody that wants to come on, please hop on, man. This is an open panel, man. I still got business to do somewhat, so I'm gonna try to knock this off at real time. I got a important business call, so I'm going to have people come up. Please, anybody wants to come up that wants to be able to chop it up about some business, please hop on. Please hop on. This is open business panel.
Let's see. Okay. Just checking my positions, bro. That's all. Had a couple orders in. Just wanted to see what was going on with them. They haven't filled yet. But we'll see what it looks like. You know how it is. All right, bro. Time for me to bounce. I'll talk to you soon, though.